The Stanley Cup playoffs bring out a lot of emotion, and we've got all the feels again here tonight. Game 4 underway in Montreal. Armia around the net, trying to hold off a check to the point for Jacki. Sends it over to Savard. Savard shot, tipped it. Thompson the save, and we'll get our first penalty of Game 4. Right in front of the net is Alexiev for Matheson. Matheson trying to spring Dvorak. Goes to the net, kicked out by Thompson. Dvorak's got it to the line. Terrier shot, blocked away by Thompson. Caulfield tries to get to it on the wing, knocked down, but it's kept into the line as Jacki snaps it to the net. It's gloved by Thompson. Thompson lays it off the glass. Wilson knocked it over for Dubois. Dubois hands it off for Beauvillier. Beauvillier with a shot off the mask of Dobish. Carlson in front for Wilson. Goes back to Strome. Dylan Strome waits with it. Hands it off for Chicken. Pass across off the post. Wilson with a chance, and it's Chicken.
And Montreal does that. The down low to Chychrun. You know how hard it is to saucer a puck over a person in that tight a space? Great job by Chychrun as he gets this over Savard.
Armia goes after him. Out of the box is Kanan Guhle. Matheson checks Mangiapane. Dubois trying to bank it in. It's covered up by Dobish. Long enough for a whistle. Leonard at center. Pressured by Caulfield. He steals it. Here comes Caulfield. Trying to get the pass across for Slafkovsky. Now he's got it in front. Slafkovsky save. Great save. Thompson on Suzuki.
It did not have any tic-tac-toe to it. It was kind of a fumbling thing as all of a sudden the puck turned over, got in the skates, backhand sloppily into the middle, but a turnaround back shovel from Slafkovsky down to Suzuki.
Got in the way, and now Matheson will put it up off the glass. Wilson knocked it down. Chychrun to Wilson. Back for Chychrun. Anderson goes right after him. Chychrun on the puck. He'll wait, shoots. Stopped by Dobish. Flips it into the capital zone. Roy is after it. Around for Sandin. Got the boards, and Strome got it out. And then Hudson tried to play it. Beauvillier steals it. Hudson goes back after Beauvillier. They score! Dobish kicked out the rebound. And that allowed the opportunity for the Capitals to go to the net.
Series really been impressed with them. The Strome line really struggled against the Suzuki line, but a turnover by Hudson. And then once again, we saw Dobish, who didn't really jump out and freeze this thing. He's not aggressive. He's waiting for it to come to him. I think he's got to go out and get this thing a little bit. We saw it on the penalty to Guhle where he didn't really know to freeze it or not. He's a young goalie. He's not confident maybe to move out a little bit and get this thing that's coming towards him. He keeps backing up, and then eventually Strome's going to come in and pop this thing upstairs in the Washington Capitals.
Chychrun to Ovechkin, firing, big block by Savard. Chychrun, pressured by Evans. Ovechkin's got it. Over to Chychrun. Down for Strome. Pass across. Great save. Double shot from Carlson. Strome has got it.
What a great job. I want to show penalty killing, man. It's just blood and guts. Savard blocking the Ovechkin play. That seam pass they've tried many times on their power play. Doesn't connect to Carlson. From the seat of his pants, Matheson. What a great second effort. The Point Claire native having a heck of a game.
Hudson to Caulfield. Caulfield looks to the net. Caulfield over to Demidov. Demidov back up for Hudson. Hudson shot, raised the goalpost, and it ends up out of play. Leaves it for Caulfield. Caulfield onto the wing for Slafkovsky. Gets by Lars Eller, dropped it back for Hudson. Over to Demidov. Demidov drives it around Roy. Great play. Center. Slafkovsky ties it.
These youngsters. This move at the blue line by Slafkovsky, very close to the one Dylan Strome did. The youngster pulls it off. Demidov, the patience not to take the shot or force the play right here. He dangles Roy, he comes around and lays it right out for Slafkovsky, and he doesn't make a mistake. What a beauty power play goal off of a wonderful penalty kill on the 5-on-3.
Now Carrier in a battle for it. Nick Michael back to the point for Ovechkin. Played across. Sandin has got it. Sandin holds on, shoots, goes wide. Dobish, save off of Nick Michael.
And at the end of it all, watch Duhaime off the back wall. Very lively back wall here in Montreal.
And it's Caulfield for Nick Suzuki. Suzuki leaves it for Demidov. Ivan Demidov down to Nick Suzuki. Bumped by Roy as he'll give it back for Demidov. Hudson across. Caulfield shot scores! Caulfield!
Teams continue to haunt Washington as a really nice job gets done by Hudson as he throws this puck all the way back to Suzuki, who carries it into the zone. A little pitch and catch with Demidov over to Hudson. And he lays it into the wheelhouse of Caulfield, who's going to rip this off of Thompson and into the back of the net. Lane Hudson will be he will be at the top of the record books for points by a rookie defenseman in the history of the National Hockey League regular season and playoffs. And that one has given Montreal the lead.
Lane Hudson, the only Canadiens rookie defenseman to record 4 assists, got it to center and Carrier goes up and a big hit by Wilson. Anderson shaking the gloves and Wilson. Carrier slow to get to his feet. Wilson turned down the invitation. Matheson trying to get the bouncing puck. Chance for Duhaime. Scores! Duhaime put it in front and it bounced in. The Capitals have tied the game in 2.
You are not going to see someone get hit any harder. He got hit. His head is down. Wilson trapped him from a long distance. And when that puck was bouncing, it ended up bouncing in the favor as it goes off of Caulfield and finds its way through Duhaime. Chychrun throws this one up, and it's just bouncing and bouncing, and they're going to look to see if this is onside, I'm sure, as Duhaime throws it to the net.
Played it up for Matheson, on to Jake Evans. Evans through center with Gooley joining the rush. Hands it up for Newhook. Evans in front, Gooley, Newhook. Oh, a pad save by Thompson. Caulfield in on the forecheck, but he's been out for a minute and a half. He needs to get the change. He'll head off now as Strome's got it at center. Strome dropped it off. Mangiapane in, scores! Andrew Mangiapane with a snapshot that gets by Duhaime. And Washington takes the lead with 3:37 to go in the third.
With a lot of speed, pass up the middle to Strome. He's so good at distributing the puck, hanging on to it. He takes the hit to make a play. He knows he's going to get hit. He's going to drop this to Mangiapane, who has Ovechkin to his right. So Duhaime knows that. He knows Ovechkin's to his right, so maybe he's kind of just cheating. And he just rips that thing home. And the Washington Capitals.
Newhook can't get to it. Big hit at the line. Jack runs into Wilson. Evans around for Gooley. Racing in right in front. Duhaime. Big save by Duhaime.
And the hit of Wilson on Carrier seemed to change this game.
Canadiens with the extra attacker out. Net is empty. Demidov for Hudson. Broken up. And back up ice comes Nick Dowd. Hands it off. Scores. Brandon Duhaime puts it into the empty net, and the Capitals take the 4-2 lead.
Well, the crowd's getting going. The draw's taking place. The goalie's out. And the Montreal Canadiens, as this puck gets bunted back by Demidov, and they take the 2 options away. You could see that Dowd was going to Demidov, so that play was not going to be available to Hudson. And they did the right thing. Take away the 2 options, and the puck gets deflected, lands on the stick of Dowd. It's so hard to cover that much ice. Hudson knows it. And the Washington Capitals
turns and dumps it into the Capitals' end. Suzuki goes after the puck. He's got it. Nick Suzuki to Demidov on the boards, lost it. McMichael to Wilson with the empty net, and he puts the dagger in game number 4 and gives it to the fans.
Well, this game changed on a dime on a Wilson hit on Carrier, and the guy who started it off with a walloping crunch ends it with an empty net goal as he...
Washington Capitals will head home with a 3-1 series lead and a chance to try and close it out after a 5-2 win on the road here in Game 4.